do it. Course 2.
That looks like a lot of scribbles, but it all means something. It's their own little code. Crossed off means it's gone already. When there's a line on the side, that means it's on fire.
That means I'm gonna cook it. That means I've been fired on my course that I'm about to start cooking.
This, I just like to make sure I'm highlighting anything, make sure it's exactly right.
It may look like a bunch of scribbles, but in my mind, there's a lot of logic in it. Am I a tough chef to work with? No, I don't scream. I have children. I have too much patience. I have 2 boys, like the wildest boys that exist on the face of the planet, so my patience threshold is high, I think. And I will say that I am the most blunt motherfucker you'll ever meet in your whole life. I just cooked my way through school the entire time because my mom passed away when I was young, so I had a real life and I had to fend for myself, so I cooked in kitchens. And here I am, still doing it. 18 years now. I've only had one job that wasn't a kitchen job in my whole life. And that started like 14, maybe younger, like 13. I've been able to make chicken liver mousse since I was about 13. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm happy with it.
How old are you now?
37. I don't really know how the creative process always goes, but I just think of things.
Oysters from Meekar's Bay, Washington. And there are pickled celery on there as well as nuac cham and some herb oil.
I would say a big part of our cuisine is fresh herbs and having a lot of fresh herbs. And we don't manipulate any of them until the last minute because that preserves all their oils and everything like that. So I think that's a large part of why our food is super fresh.
Here you have our Steelhead Tartare, radishes with meyer lemon, and then a black sesame crisp.
I just like say and do what I want to do, and I don't feel the need to like fit in or anything. So I make food that I want to make because I don't feel the need to like fit in a box. I'm an unboxable individual.
Mussels, ginger, and garlic. A little bit of white wine to steam those open. We added our house-made curry cream, a little bit of sauteed fennel in there, some butternut squash.
So I like making mussels. I have a small house in the south of France that I've had since we were like 12. And my dad taught me how to make mussels when I was really young, and I've been making mussels my whole life. Quick. If you overcook a mussel, it's done. You gotta do it. You gotta do it really rapid. And one of my favorite preparations is like just classic Dijon mussels. Dijon mustard, Dijon bay leaf, white wine, and cream, and that's it. And here we add an element of curry, which I feel like is really nice.
Oregon Dungeness crab, picked up in a little bit of miso butter.
This is our beef tartare with pistachios, fresh Gouda, and yolk jam on top.
Tasting menus are something that we create every day, depending on what comes into the restaurant, what produce is fresh, what Ryley feels like doing that day.
The ideas always fluctuate, so like we never make something for very long because we don't want it to get boring for us. Once a dish becomes boring, then people don't like try hard to make it, you know what I mean? So we try and change things a lot because I feel like it keeps it fresh for everybody. And it also makes us, I feel like, one of the more seasonal restaurants because we actually truly do use stuff that's around, you know, and available from the farm, so that's nice.
Our curry squash dish, so you have delicata, there is also butternut squash in there, and some mazima on top.
When it comes to like purveying anything, you have to make an effort if you want to get something that's perfect product. You know what I mean? There's lots of good products out there, but there's also lots of really amazing perfect ones for the most part. So when we are as close as we are to our farms, which is like 15 miles, we get perfect produce, perfect lettuces, perfect beets, perfect carrots. I love that.
There are the beautiful roasted carrots, blood orange segments, a little bit of mustard greens on there. Enjoy.
Solo ribs. The perfect product is something that's the farmers have taken an effort to like find seed stock from somewhere cool. I feel like it's like a lot of the times when you have a certain ethos, your ethos kind of corresponds to everybody that you deal with. So like me and our farmers for the most part, like all get along really well because we have a similar mentality of what we want in life generally. So they know that what they do is special, and they know that I know what they do is special as well.
Crispy pork ribs. So it's actually the ribs, and we leave the flat iron on top of that. So you've got that pork flat iron on top of the ribs there. It's got a little bit of fish sauce caramel on top.
You know, you can call it Asian influence, but it's not actually. I mean, there's definitely Asian influence, but it's my style. It's just I don't know. I just like to make food that makes me happy in the moment, and that's what we do. Oi, oi.
And how do you feel yourself at this tiny kitchen?
You know,
Got some prawns right here.
as a British person and someone who lived and worked in New York, I've only ever worked in small kitchens. You know, in London you're like in a basement. In New York you're in a basement, like carrying food up staircases. So I fit in small kitchens. So I'm used to small kitchens and small spaces and bumping into people and staying behind and all that good stuff. So it's 5 of us. Everybody does everything. And everybody is cross-trained to do pretty much everything for the most part. And that's about it. We have a very small walk-in, so we like to keep it super organized. As you can tell, it's not that full right now because we have a lot of our stuff on the line. But this is where my cooked stuff goes, and my preserved stuff, and my pickled stuff. And then this is all veggies, and then this is all meat and fish.
Okay, goodbye.